Lord, I feel tired, but I know you are my strength. Even when I don't have the words, you hear my heart. Heavenly Father, breathe new life into me today. Breathe new life into the person listening to this video right now. We don't want to just survive. We want to thrive, and we want to walk in your love and strength. To the person listening, you are not forgotten, you are not alone, and you are not finished. Isaiah 40:29, he gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Heavenly Father, help us worship even when it's hard, and let our worship rise above the weight we feel. Even when our minds are blank and we struggle to find the right words, God understands the deepest longings of our hearts. He sees the silent pleas for relief, that unspoken cry for peace, and the desperate desire for renewal. Even when I don't have the words, even when the person listening doesn't have the words, guess what? God hears our heart. And he desires a humble, a sincere spirit, willing to surrender its burdens to his care. And that surrender is key, Breathe new life into the person listening today. We don't want to just simply exist, dragging ourselves through each day like survivors of a shipwreck. We crave more than just survival. We long to thrive, to experience the fullness of life that God promises. We desire to walk in his love and strength, to be a beacon of hope in a world that's often full of darkness. You are not forgotten. You are not alone, and you are not finished. Your story is still being written. To the person listening right now, you're feeling drained, and you're probably asking yourself, how do we access this divine strength when we feel like we can't continue? And the answer is we worship. Lord, help me worship. Even when it's hard, let my worship rise above the weight that I feel. When we worship, we acknowledge that God is bigger than our problems, stronger than our weakness, and more powerful than our fears. We then can release our anxieties and embrace his peace, and it fills us with renewed hope and energy. If you are feeling down today, if you're feeling weary today, I want you to remember this prayer. Lord, I feel tired, but I know you are my strength. Even when I don't have the words, you hear my heart. Breathe new life into me today, Lord. I don't want to just survive. I want to thrive and walk in your love and strength. Remember, I know I said it already, you are not alone, you are not forgotten, and you are not finished. Let your worship rise above the weight you feel, and trust that God will give you the strength you need to not just survive, but to truly thrive. Thank you for listening.